They say when it rains, it pours. Well, ask China. It's pouring troubles for China. A dwindling economy, a power crisis, and now floods. Devastating floods. Millions have been displaced. Thousands of homes have been swept away. The images capture the crisis. Look at this one. How heavy rains triggered a landslide in northern China. That happened 6 days ago, what you just saw. And since then, the floods have only become more ferocious. And this is a story that keeps repeating itself in China. Last year, it was Hubei, when record-breaking floods brought the Three Gorges Dam to the brink of collapse. This time, Shanxi is suffering. Last week, torrential rains hammered this province. They led to floods and landslides. Almost 2 million people have been affected. More than 70 districts and cities have been hit. And this has come as a double whammy for China. This province, Shanxi, is one of the main sources of coal for the country. China, we know, is already suffering from a power crisis. Now Shanxi is flooded, and that will make the situation worse. How much worse? And how does this affect you, no matter which part of the world you're in? That's what we'll discuss tonight. First, look at the pictures. They come from the Chinese state media. Even they cannot brush this crisis under the carpet. Look at these images. You see two men inside a structure downhill, totally unaware that a landslide is coming. They narrowly escape death. Not everyone has been as lucky as them. Many people have been trapped in these landslides. Here's one victim being pulled out of the mud. Now look at what happened outside a city near Shanxi. A bus fell into a river. The river was flowing over a bridge. At least 3 people died, 11 are missing, 37 passengers managed to survive. They had to go on top of the bus to save themselves. What's the scale of this destruction? At least 1.75 million people are affected. 19,500 homes have collapsed. 120,000 people have been forced to relocate. These floods have caused a direct economic loss of at least $770 million in China, and Beijing is getting used to such numbers. Between 1989 to 2018, close to 200,000 Chinese citizens have died in natural disasters. More than $1 trillion have been lost. Floods happen every year in this country. The reason are China's dams. China has 94,000 dams. 94,000. They were built mostly in the 1970s. They're causing rivers to swell. They're causing floods. In 2020, China experienced 21 large-scale floods. The Chinese press described this as a historical record, quote unquote. China had not seen so many floods since 1998. Towards the end of the year, a total of 833 rivers flowed above warning levels. And the trend seems to have continued into 2021. So the Chinese have got used to living with the floods. What they're not used to is power cuts. And we've been reporting on how a majority of provinces in China are experiencing power cuts. A big reason for that is a shortage of coal. Power generation companies need coal to produce electricity, but they don't have enough coal. Shanxi, the flooded province, is a major hub for coal. It produced more than 1 billion tons of coal in 2020. Now the floodwaters have forced coal mines to shut down. On the 4th of October, 27 coal mines suspended operations in Shanxi, but last Friday, local authorities were forced to shut down more than 400 mines. The writing is on the wall. The floods in Shanxi will worsen China's power shortage. The country's wealthiest province has issued a warning. That's the province of Liaoning. It has issued a power shortage alert, the 5th one in 2 weeks. Reports say there is a demand gap of up to 20%, meaning the demand is up to 20% less than the supply. The real struggle is for Chinese businesses. They have received some unprecedented diktats. Some provinces have ordered factories to shut for a few days every week. Employees have been asked to use stairs instead of lifts. Offices are being pressured to avoid using air conditioners at low temperatures. Factory owners are now turning to diesel generators to keep their businesses going. The crisis is only expected to get bigger with more blackouts in the coming months and no heating during winter. It doesn't look good. So what's the government doing? Local officials in Shanxi are under pressure to stabilize coal supplies. The vice governor of this province has issued an order to coal producers. They've been asked to, quote unquote, ensure energy security and guarantee a stable coal supply. But the suppliers are helpless. They can't do very much until the floodwaters recede. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.